Chapter 1A of Anticipations. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Anticipations by H. G. Wells, Chapter 1A. Locomotion in the 20th Century. It is proposed in this book to present in as orderly an arrangement as the necessarily diffused nature of the subject admits certain speculations about the trend of present forces, speculations which, taken altogether, will build up an imperfect and very hypothetical but sincerely intended forecast of the way things will probably go in this new century. Footnote: in the earlier papers, of which this is the first, attention will be given to the probable development of the civilized community in general. Afterwards, these generalizations will be modified in accordance with certain broad differences of race, custom, and religion. End footnote. Necessarily, diffidence will be one of the graces of the performance. Hitherto, such forecasts have been presented almost invariably in the form of fiction, and commonly the provocation of the satirical opportunity has been too much for the writer. Footnote: of quite serious forecasts and inductions of things to come, the number is very small indeed. A suggestion or so of Mr. Herbert Spencer's, Mr. Kidd's Social Evolution, some hints from Mr. Archdale Reed, some political forecasts, German for the most part, Hartmann's Earth in the 20th Century, for example, some incidental forecasts by Professor Langley, Century Magazine, December 1884, for example, and such isolated computations as Professor Crookes's wheat warning and the various estimates of our coal supply make almost a complete bibliography. Of fiction, of course, there is abundance. Stories of the year 2000 and Battles of Dorking and the like. I learned from Mr. Peddy, the bibliographer, over 100 pamphlets and books of that description. But from its very nature, and I am writing with the intimacy of one who has tried, fiction can never be satisfactory in this application. Fiction is necessarily concrete and definite. It permits of no open alternatives. Its aim of illusion prevents a proper amplitude of demonstration, and modern prophecy should be, one submits, a branch of speculation, and should follow with all decorum the scientific method. The very form of fiction carries with it something of disavowal. Indeed, very much of the fiction of the future pretty frankly abandons the prophetic altogether, and becomes polemical, cautionary, or idealistic, and a mere footnote and commentary to our present discontents. End footnote.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?